This is a screenshot from your caption, 250.24A5. All right, we'll take a look at that, I guess. Only one neutral to ground bond in the entire service. Not really. In the 2023 National Electrical Code, there is no 250.24A5. It stops at 4. If we jump back in time to the 2020 NEC, there is a 5. Load side grounding connections. Okay. That's 250.24B in the 23 National Electrical Code. So you can pause and read this whole thing, but this last line, except as otherwise permitted in this article. Then we have this informational note that says to see these code articles for use of the grounded circuit conductor for grounding equipment, such as Article 250.32B1, exception number 1, for installations made in compliance with previous editions of this code that permitted such connection, meaning in previous editions of the NEC, you were not required to run an equipment grounding conductor to an outbuilding supplied by a feeder, and you were allowed to bond neutral to ground. Article 250.142A for the supply side. Pause and read this whole thing, but in these 3 situations, you can bond neutral to ground. But also on the load side, 250.142B, there are exceptions, such as for old ranges and old dryers. And my personal favorite, 250.30, separately derived systems. Any of you guys ever hook up a transformer before? Say in a commercial building like 480 to 120, 208, step down transformer. Extremely freaking common. Guess what? You bond your neutrals and grounds. Still just one service, same service, one service, but it's a separately derived system. 250.35 for permanently installed generators. If that transfer switch switches the neutral, it's considered a separately derived system. Now I get it. It's a simple transfer switch past the service disconnect in a residential situation. Yes, that jumper needed to be removed. However, to make the blanket statement that you can bond neutral to ground once and only once for an entire service is not correct. You probably should also make sure that you're citing proper code articles, or at least tell us what edition you're using if you're not using the most recent NEC.